Being able to walk is a huge advantage in society. But many people have problems with their joints over the years, leading to increased pain and/or decreased joint functionality. Total knee replacement, TKR, is a highly effective surgical procedure to solve this problem. The procedure has come to be one of the most effective surgical procedures in medicine, in a multi-billion-dollar industry. Over 700,000 TKR surgeries were performed in 2010, according to the CDC-NCHS National Hospital Discharge Survey in 2010. The aging population is going to make TKR surgery more prevalent in the future. Excess weight on the knee is one of the leading causes for knee failure, necessitating a TKR surgery. This, too, is a problem that is only getting worse. I created a mind map to identify the parts of the TKR surgery and what could possibly work better. I interviewed Laura Rosenberg, a physical therapist, on the recovery aspect. Above are some notes from the interview, emphasizing the need to keep the joint moving and build muscle. I joined TKR recovery support groups on Facebook and asked if people would let me interview them about the recovery process. I was able to conduct 8 interviews via either Facebook Messenger or the phone. Many of the participants mentioned aquatherapy and being in a pool as key to their recovery, but there were many burdens to receiving that care. I read research papers to make sure aquatherapy was medically valid. Silva et al. Wrote a paper showing the water-based exercise group experienced a significantly greater decrease in pain than the land-based exercise group. Hinman et al. Wrote a paper showing aquatic physical therapy resulted in significantly less pain and improved physical function, strength, and quality of life. I found that there were comparable aqua exercises for all the standard land exercises for TKR rehab, but the aquatic ones seemed more fun and less like a chore. I created a persona to design around, trying to create one that met most common criteria. I looked at the current bathtub marketplace. Most bathtubs are under $1,000, but too small to stand in. They also pose problems for people who had a TKR surgery, as it required a climbing motion that wasn't always possible. Walk-in tubs are designed for people who have trouble laying down and pulling themselves back up, but they were still not large enough for aquatherapy to be effective. They also were ugly, and still difficult to enter for someone just starting their TKR recovery process. Current aquatherapy pools are large and great for exercise, but incredibly expensive and too large for a normal home. I looked at the market for bathtubs, and my 150-gallon, $4,000 tub would be larger than most, and on the higher side of price, but would still fit in nicely in the existing marketplace. I made sure I took the size of the 99 percentile largest men and women and the smallest 1 percentile men and women. I wanted an inclusive tub, since multiple people likely live in one house, and multiple molds would make manufacturing dramatically more expensive. I was able to use some of my fellow classmates to test the size of a cardboard mock-up to make sure the textbook matched real life. I ended up changing some of the rail handle heights to be more accommodating of shorter people. No one wants to have an ugly thing at home, and especially not something that points them out as one of those old people. I iterated on door designs to try to add some flair and perhaps make the tub more of a statement. I wanted to leave no stone unturned, and iterated on doors. I made CAD models using Solidworks to visualize my ideas and nail down some details. The first tub is boxy, but useful, with a partition to pre-fill part of the tub before you enter. The second concept had more style to it. The profile of the handle grip is in gray to the right. This profile has a lower chance of splashes reaching beyond the tub. The third design has a teardrop shape to allow enough space to stretch out a leg, but saving water compared to a rectangle. The fourth concept was a more stereotypically masculine, angular and gray metal design. The fourth concept was a more stereotypically masculine, angular and gray metal design, including the space-saving shape. I then made renders of my favorites to see them in their environment. I asked the same TKR Recovery Facebook group that I was able to get interviews from if they would potentially buy this, and any feedback. Most people said yes, but the price was out of reach of many people, who would only buy it if health insurance covered it. Others wanted some design tweaks, like a spot for soap and shampoo. Others were concerned about how long it would take to fill. I took all the criticism in consideration for my final design. I took those criticisms to heart and tried to design an even better final product. I made sure there was a spot for soaps and shampoo. To save time, I designed a separate compartment that you can fill up before you step in the tub. Then, once in the tub, you pull a handle to equalize the water, then keep filling up the tub the rest of the way. The water divider can be folded away to allow you to use the entire tub.